We also thank very greatly Pharmacist Ajibade, Fellow of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, who has been very passionate about this academy, about this college, who has been putting this together. I want to say that you have partly been fulfilling our vision. I want to thank all the team members who has been working with you in the secret, in the open, and everywhere to have made this happen. I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to feature today as a special guest on this edition. It's been very tough, I must confess to you, with me.
Laxgo Med. Delayed stool evacuation, difficult stool evacuation, bloating and abdominal pains. You have constipation. How it works. Laxgo Med acts mechanically in the intestine. Laxgo Med retains water and increases intestinal content volume, which trains the fecal bowel itself. The stool softens and its evacuation becomes easier without abdominal pains or cramps. Laxgo Med helps normalize the bowel movements through a natural mechanism without irritating the intestinal mucosa. The advantages of using Laxgo Med in the symptomatic treatment of constipation. Mechanical and safe mechanism of action. No taste, no odor, no color. It does not modify the characteristics of food or beverage. Does not develop tolerance. No addiction. Can be safely administered during pregnancy, in children, and in elderly patients. It is a stool softener that makes evacuation easier and without abdominal pains. Laxgo Med.
Also look at that has also denied community pharmacy business in Nigeria, lack of a transgenerational identity. And much more, I must also tell you that what we have also found out to be very synonymous with community pharmacy practice in Nigeria has been a life expectancy that is not beyond 20 years. And what do I mean? For all you cares, if 10 community pharmacies start out today, they set out today to run a community pharmacy practice in Nigeria. By the end of 10 years, when we expect that 10 of them, all of them will be celebrating their 10 years anniversary, hale and hearty, you can be very sure that it will be difficult for you to get 6 of them celebrating 10 years hale and hearty. They might be there. Yes, they are still there. But if you go inside them and look what they have, you will know that not all the 10 of them has what it takes to be a great business. And that is the truth. By the time you get to 20 years of age, the story will have been pathetic. And that is the scenario we have with us in Nigeria. I tell it is the issue. Are there issues? Are there matters? Like I put to you critically, I identify one issue, which is legal issue, status, which has made pharmacy transgenerational, in Nigeria. One of such is that the fact that we're talking, colleague, when I talk about pharmacy, I'm talking about a retail pharmacy outlet. And that's what is a community pharmacy. The other one, wholesaler, is just a subsection, but it's not, wholesaling is not what our focus is. So, by status today in Nigeria, if a man dies, the day he dies, the day that pharmacy, whatever might be the level of his operation, as at the point that he answered the cause of the issue, that day, that pharmacy ceases to be legal, except if he has gotten a child of his own who is a pharmacist and now take over that pharmacy to this will run it. Or perhaps somebody else came and bought over that business. That is when that pharmacy can continue. That is one issue. Another issue is the fact that there's the issue of the environment, the problem of our environment, the Nigerian problem. You know what you suffer.
A new dream, a new horizon, a new zeal for a brighter vision. There's a gift that mustn't perish, and there's a choice to live and flourish. This dream will enrich a nation, from generation to generation. A road to change, the living tonic. No doubt this one is authentic. Good health and vitality for richer life and every family. For road to change, the living dream. Oh yes. Won't you join the believers team? Oh yes.
One more at last. The better thing when man picking the word for don't land. Ferritin, the gift what Chineke God to take bless us. Ferritin for mental and physical energy. And your brain and your body go day well. Ferritin there for tonic and capsule. And Abon Chemical Industries Limited. The maker of Bonabi, the maker.
Ferritin tonic for every generation. A new dream, a new horizon, a new zeal for a brighter.
I was privileged to go through states. I went through different states, and the stories that comes to me on each from state to state is the fact that there is a number of our colleagues that doesn't sell 10,000 naira in a day, and they're community pharmacy. But you want to say that pharmacy is alive? You want to say that pharmacy is alive? There is a pharmacist there, pharmacy of 30 years experience, 40 years experience. In fact, there's one I met in Kogi. She said she does not sell more than 4,000 naira in a day. A woman, but she go there. Was that a living pharmacy? Of course, it's not a fault. It is our situation. The business, let me tell you, we must take note of this, that before you talk about pharmacy practice, you must first of all talk about pharmacy business. If you don't have pharmacy practice, if you don't have a pharmacy business, you cannot have a practice. And that's the truth. It is only when you have a sustainable business, when you have a business that is alive, that you can be talking about a practice. And that is why you can't separate the two from them. And I want you to look at the business first before you talk about the practice. Because that's this assertion I'm giving you is one experience I got during our working time at the group of pharmacists I spoke to. He said, a man came up and said, "What are you talking about? If I have been in my premises since morning and I have not sold 1,000 naira, and by the evening time when I'm about to close, and somebody just walk in and said, please, I want to buy 2 capsules of Ampiclos, cut it for me." He said, won't I sell it? Some other guy say, oh no, you cannot sell. But he said he will sell. But the reality is that he will sell. And what do you call that? Is that a practice? It is not a practice. We know that it's not a practice as a pharmacist. A practice will be that, okay, you sell the minimum, you say, want to sell 20 capsules of Ampiclos. I'm precisely that if not, or even without prescription, you don't want to sell without prescriptions. But here is somebody who came to you after you have been in the premises for almost 8 hours, nothing. And you will not blame this guy. And that is to say, so without a business that is functional, that is sustainable, that can pay his bills, you cannot talk of practice. So if you have a pharmacy that is just, I'd say you have a practice, I'm sorry, you are just joking. But let me tell you, when this vision was being cooked in my mind, and where the inspiration of this vision came from was during an FIP Congress I attended in Argentina, Buenos Aires, in 2016. I met an old man. This old man, I keep on telling this story, but I cannot do this without this story. I met this old man of about, I think it's the old man was from Philippines. The man wore a suit, and on this suit, he had different badges on it. so many badges. So it became a side attract. It became an attraction to everyone. People were looking at him and passing by, but me, I didn't do just pass by. I went to him and said, "Sir, I like your suit. What is this supposed to be?" And he told me, "Young man, you see all the number of these stickers and badges on me, they represent each country of FIP I've attended. And in all, there are 50 of them. That this is my 50th years of attending FIP unbroken." I was moved. And I said, "Okay, sir, where are you from?" He told me his country. "Okay, what do you do?" The old man told me he's a community pharmacist. And I said, "Sir, how are you?" And he said, "I am about 96 years. I was shocked. And the next thing he told me, which I didn't ask him, was that the pharmacy that he operates, his pharmacy that he has right now, is 116 years old. 116 years, himself 96. And he's still able to pay his bill to come to FIP. Not very many of us, community pharmacists, can pay our bills. Yes, few of us are doing it. But the truth about it is that what is the percentage of such of us that can do it? But there is a man of 96 years old who is able to do this consistently. I now ask myself, so if it is possible for community pharmacy to live this long in a clime like Philippines, what is the issue with us in Nigeria? And that's what led to our search, our cry. And like I told my people, community pharmacists do my campaign, I didn't come to the office with any other agenda than the agenda of making our pharmacy transgenerate us. And that's why we term it Transgenerational Community Pharmacy Project. Well, the last message, I'm sure you have got the background. The last message is this, which is the solution we have come to find to this transgenerational nature of our people. And what is that vision? What is that solution?
StopTrans Med. Bacteria, viruses, and toxins attack the digestive mucosa. This aggression leads to diarrhea and dehydration. StopTrans Med absorbs and entraps bacteria, viruses, and toxins, favoring their elimination. The advantages of using StopTrans Med in the treatment of diarrhea in children and adults. StopTrans Med mechanical mechanism of action. No biochemical, immunologic or metabolic mechanism of action. Act strictly locally at the level of digestive tract. Non-absorbable ingredients, non-irritant, does not develop tolerance, no addiction.
Two things we have found out, and that is what we call the fuel for future. What are the two fuels that future for future? It is technology and collaboration. And that is why the bedrock of our transgenerational project is built on collaboration, bringing pharmacy together on a network, on a platform where they can be assisted. Both the weak and the strong can be assisted, can co-op together, can begin to work together. So, and continue to share resources, share market, share technology, share all things that can make them each one sustainable together. And that's what we're pushing. And I can inform you, by God's grace, today we have registered 2 outfits. And that one is a foundation for community pharmacy, Transgenerational Community Pharmacy Foundation, which is going to be helping to promote the ideals. And we have equally registered a limited liability company, which is going to be used to do a social enterprise under that foundation for purpose of this collaboration. So, colleagues, I want once again to tell you that we are committed to this vision. And by the grace of God, we believe we'll be able to deliver this, at least deliver this structure, so that the young pharmacists that are coming behind us can have a structure that is standing to key into. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I want to pray that the Lord continue to strengthen you and make this vision of yours continue to grow great and greater. I thank you very much.